What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going over how to actually get better at Warzone, how to improve your stats, how to improve your win rate, how to improve everything pertaining to Warzone. But before we get into that, I want you guys, if you're new around here, to subscribe if you haven't already, to drop that thumbs up on today's video, and then to comment down. Oh, wow, I can't even speak well. Anyways, but then to comment down below and tell me what your absolute favorite thing is about Warzone. It can be literally anything at all. Let me know in the comments what your favorite thing is about Warzone. But anyways, as much once again, let's get right into this. So for the first tip that I want to give to you guys, and this is honestly the first one when you're going into the game, it's going to be how to fly. So a lot of people I've been seeing, they're dying in midair and they're wondering why. And it's because of how you're flying. If you actually stay cutting your chute and reopening your chute as much as you can in the air, you will notice yourself getting hit way less whenever you're flying. So my best tips about when flying is you have a meter on the right side of your screen. If you're trying to fly long distances, I would say cut your chute and then go to 30 miles per hour. I think it's 30. Just make sure you watch a 30 on the right side of your screen and then reopen your chute, and then keep doing that until you reach your destination. If you're trying to reach the spot really fast and it's not that far away, I'd say go down to 50 or 60 miles per hour, something like that, and then reopen your chute. Basically, you want to keep cutting your chute, get to 60, open your chute, cut your chute, open your chute, cut your chute, open your chute. It's basically an endless cycle of doing that until you reach your destination. That way you're not just basically hanging in the air as slow as you can and giving people the opportunity to shoot you. Because if you're hanging in the air with your chute open and not cutting it and then basically moving forward, etc., 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 they're going to have more opportunities to actually shoot you, break your shield, and even down you midair. So that's my first tip I want to give to you guys, is make sure you guys are cutting your chute and moving forward as much as you can, and reopening your chute and continuing that process over and over again until you reach your destination. That is honestly an easy tip and stuff like that, but you'd be surprised at how many people actually do not follow this, and a lot of people who do die in midair. I can honestly say, and this is me being truthful, I have never died midair while flying in Warzone. Knock on wood, but I've never died midair while flying on Warzone. So these tips I know work for me, so they're going to work for you if you guys actually listen. Now, the number 2 tip that I want to give to you guys would be watch your ammo count and everything like that before you push into gunfights. You got to know exactly how you're set up, how you're geared up, everything like that. And you got to know if you're ready for a fight. Don't go pushing into a fight where you know that they have a 2 to 3 man squad by yourself if you have no backup armor platings, because what are you going to do if they break your armor and they all 3 push you at the same time? You can't really maneuver anywhere because you can't fly. You can't really maneuver anywhere because honestly you have no basically cover, and pretty much you have no backup for armor plates or anything like that. So if you are going to be one of those teammates that wander off and try to push gunfights and stuff like that, make sure you have a good amount of ammo in your reserve and you have a decent amount of armor plates as well in your backup. Not only just that, a big thing for people who are trying to push gunfights, make sure you have dead silence on, because if you have dead silence on, you can actually maybe potentially execute somebody and then pick some people off, as well. Another thing as well, if you're running dead silence, you can also pop off a quick few clips, down somebody, BM him, and then continue the process. I don't know, I feel like dead silence will be a good thing when people are trying to play aggressive and everything like that. Another thing as well, stopping power rounds, they really do come in handy, so make sure you're watching your magazine size, everything like that, whenever trying to equip stopping power rounds. I'd say one of the best guns to equip stopping power rounds would probably be the M4, because with the M4 you can literally shred somebody and literally it fills 6 bullets. But anyways, so that's another tip as well, is if you guys are going to push gunfights alone or anything like that, because I know a lot of people are lone wolf players or they like to get a high amount of kills, but I know a lot of people do fail at that. So this is one of the best ways to actually survive in that and honestly still potentially get a few squad wipes for yourself. So moving along, the next tip I want to give to you guys is for late game strategy and even early game, mid game, if you guys are a team-based player. So if you're a team-based player and everything like that, you want to stick around your team as closely as possible. There's no need to break up and everything like that, because the more you're basically spread out is the more chances that somebody's going to get downed without somebody being able to get a revive on you, or even potentially kill the person that just killed you or downed you. So if you're all sticking as a team, like, I mean, I would say within, like, I'd say 2 to 3 meters, maybe 4 meters, like, by each other, you're going to notice a huge difference in your gameplay, because if you go down, you're going to have 2 teammates to back you up, throw a smoke grenade on you, revive you, try to, like, throw, like, lethals at you, like where you're down at, to like distract the enemies. They're going to try to basically cover you and actually help you and assist you a lot better than if you were like 20 meters out or 50 meters out, or, you know, etc. So that's a big tip as well, is staying close together and stuff like that. Another thing as well is I've been doing this with my teammates. I pretty much party up people every day, and I've been noticing it helps a big amount. So combining your cash with your teammates so that everybody can be successful is a very big part of Warzone. So getting a custom loadout early on is a big advantage to have over all of your enemies, because it is your custom loadout, and you are going to be able to basically have an advantage and feel comfortable with what you are running, because it is your loadout. So if you notice that your teammates have 1,800 and another person has a 1,500, and that's 3,300 together with the 2 teammates, and then you have 3,000, ask your teammates that you're partied up with, or even in game chat if you do, ask them to give them their money, and then buy a custom loadout for everybody, and honestly, it will be a huge advantage for everyone at the end of the day. Another thing as well is, especially with this whole thing as well, with the combining cash, if you guys are needing armor plates, don't be scared to buy armor plates for people. If you already have 5 armor plates and you have more cash than everybody and you don't feel like giving up your cash, just buy more armor plates and then tag them for your friendlies. That way they can run over and get them and everything like that. That is a very friendly move, and it is a very tactical move, especially whenever it comes to late game, and honestly, you know, if you're just pushing out in gunfights and needing more armor plates. Another thing as well, make sure all of your teammates are stocked up on kill streaks. The best ones that I would say would be the precision airstrike. The cluster strike I haven't really had as much luck with, but with the precision airstrike I've actually gotten a few wins with them, and honestly it has come into a very clutch situation. Yesterday I was streaming even, and I was having a full entire squad push me while my other 2 teammates were down. I put the precision airstrike directly on top of me, and I downed a person with my gun, and then I hit as low as I could, and then my precision airstrike came down, downed me and the enemy, the other one, and then the other enemy came up and it killed him and team wiped. And then I somehow survived still, but I don't know, it's just like clutch situations like that where you won't even really think about it. Precision airstrikes are going to come in very handy. Another thing as well is if all people of your team are running a UAV and you call them out at the same time, you get to have an advanced UAV. So that's another thing as well. If all of your teammates want to buy a UAV and use them at the same time, it will turn into an advanced UAV if all 3 are used at the same time, which that is a huge advantage as well. I did that a few times yesterday, and honestly every single time that we did that as a squad, we got team wiped left and right. So it really is a huge advantage to have over the entire battle, I guess, battle zone, war zone, everything, whatever you want to call it, the exact map. But anyways, it's a huge advantage to have. Another thing as well, pertaining to all of this, I would say late game strategy as well. I would honestly just say have everyone stocked up on streaks. I would honestly say that because it would basically maximize your chances of winning that last gunfight, because you're having more explosions in your favor going towards the enemy. So another thing as well is watch what perks you're running as well as a team. Some people like to run Hardline because they get cheaper prices at the kiosk. Some people like to run Point Man, which is a perk 2. It's the very last perk 2, and it basically makes you get your entire team will get more money from contracts. Another thing as well, people that run Kill Chain, it helps your teammates and you allies find basically kill streaks and supply boxes. Another thing as well, Tune Up is by far the best perk to run as a unit, because Tune Up you can actually get a 25% reduced revive time, which is very handy as a team to all have on. So with that being said, I would say custom loadouts are the best thing, combining money is the best thing, and kill streaks are the best thing to have as a unit, especially mid to late game strategies. Now, moving on along, the next thing that I want to say to you guys, and it's honestly one of the major tips, is honestly picking your battles. You don't want to just basically pop shots at somebody that's basically over 200 meters away that you feel like you won't be able to actually kill, but you're just going to pop shots to basically scare them, knock them away, and basically just break a shield or 2. Like, there's no point in that. There's no point in that. All you're doing at the end of the day, if you do that, is you're basically causing more attention to be gathered to yourself, and then whenever you're actually having to push towards the next zone, people are going to know exactly where you're pushing from, because you were just popping shots from 200 meters away at people that you were not going to even kill. So with that being said, make sure you're picking your battles and make sure that anytime that you're shooting at somebody, you're actually able to kill them and you're not just basically popping shots hoping for the best, because if you're just hoping for the best, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to actually win that game. And I'm being honest with you, Warzone is a very risky game, and yeah, high risk comes with high reward sometimes. That's very true, but also high risk also comes with some great failures, just so you know. So I've actually come into that myself. I fail a lot in Warzone, but anyways, I would honestly say if you actually just catch yourself picking your battles and basically knowing how to maneuver the actual battlefield, everything like that, then you will notice, yourself being better at Warzone, and following all these steps and tips that I've given you guys, you will notice a huge difference in your gameplay, and honestly, you'll be getting a few wins. If you haven't even gotten a win, this will definitely help you get your very first win. But anyways, guys, make sure you guys, if you're new around here, once again, please subscribe if you haven't already, and drop that thumbs up on the video, and then comment down below once again. Peace!